This video is brought to you by my new book, The Boy Without Magic, available in both ebook and paperback. Links in the description.
Due to the suddenness of your death, I've decided to give you the privilege of a revival. I will restore you within an all-new world of your choosing, or, if you prefer, you may choose to move on to the next life. Which would you prefer?
I want to go to a fantasy world and be awesome!
Are you certain? Because under the conditions provided, if you perish within the first year of your new existence within that world, you will be condemned to hell.
Cool, sweet, do it!
Very well, and may your new life be ever fruitful.
Alright, I'm here! Okay, first things first, I gotta get a princess, then an elven princess. Ooh, maybe a noble's daughter too, like a baroness, future baroness. Yeah, I'm gonna have an awesome harem here. Hey, who's that? Ah, damn it. Konosuba, Legend of Crimson. I enjoyed the Konosuba anime back when it came out in 2017. So when I found out there was a movie being made, you can bet I was excited. But at the same time, I was also open to it being a disappointment because, well, it's been a while since I actually checked out anything tied to the series. And, well, I didn't know whether or not to expect anything great, good or bad. But after actually sitting down and watching it, I can safely say this. It was a laugh-out-loud ride, and I enjoyed it from beginning to end. The movie begins with the protagonists down in the dumps because they just stuffed up their latest quest and now they're also lacking the funds that they need to continue to live their lifestyle. But then, the spirit of the main character, Kazuma, is lifted when the group's friend Yun Yun shows up and says to him, she needs to have his baby. That's the type of humor this anime has, okay? It's for all sorts of crass, crude, sexual humor that never really goes into, like, say, full-on, ew, that was gross territory. No, there's great timing with the comedy here, and it's constantly fast-paced and smart. In fact, that's one thing I love about Konosuba. Its characters and its humor, they're just so great. And as well as the fact that it plays on expectations and subverts them in a way that's satisfying, unlike The Last Jedi, which just took everything The Force Awakens set up and just slapped us in the face. This, though, doesn't slap you in the face, but it gives you stuff that you weren't expecting and has you laughing instead. But getting back to the actual story, though, it sees the characters having to actually go to the Crimson Demon Village, the hometown of one of the other main characters, Megumin, and from here it actually delves more into the series' fantastic world building. We learn a lot about this one particular aspect of the world that Konosuba is set in. And it's actually really cool to see the Crimson Demons going about their everyday life and their culture that's full of over-the-top theatrics and long and elaborate introductions full of JoJo-style posing. Like, they really do steal the show when the focus is not on Kazuma and his own personal antics. But with that being said, though, I was disappointed with the animation. This wasn't made by the same animation studio, Studio Dean. Instead, it was handled by JC staff. Now, for what it's worth, they did a good job. My problem, though, is that there's no real difference in animation quality compared to the TV anime. In fact, this really does look and feel like just a really, really long episode of the anime. Even in the big climactic scenes that are the money shots of this, it still looks like it was made for TV. And I know that there was a bigger budget and things were pretty more elaborate from what I remember back when I checked out the original anime, but I just couldn't shake that feeling that this was originally a made-for-TV product rather than a theatrical release. When it's all said and done, this is a solid film. It mostly has stuff on offer for fans, but even if you're not a fan, I would recommend checking it out if you're an anime watcher, casual or hardcore. You'll still find something to like most likely, and even if you're not an anime fan, I actually still recommend checking it out if you've got nothing better to do during the lockdown. If you see it somewhere on the torrent sites or even on a streaming service, yeah, I'd say give it a look, judge it for yourself, and maybe, just maybe like me, you'll have a good time as well.
Hey, guess what? You just finished watching this video, and guess what that makes you? An awesome person. And if you'd like to be a super awesome person, then please hit the like, subscribe, and maybe even the share buttons as well. Now, for the next movie review, I haven't got anything planned right now thanks to the lockdowns, nothing new's coming out, so if I do look at anything, more than likely it's going to be something that's from my personal backlog. As for game reviews, I'm still going to be reviewing Doom Eternal at some point soon, expect that out before the end of the month, and to go along with that, I've got planned a first impressions of the Wastelanders expansion for Fallout 76, and maybe a review of the walking simulator Gone Home to go along with it. I've got all that more coming up, so please stick around.